Hello, hello, and happy Monday. Happy Monday. I am here to share with you my Pilates video. I actually did it. I went to Pilates today. Today I had an intro class. I am going to share with you how I felt taking Pilates classes at 300 pounds versus today at 234 pounds. So come on in. If you are someone that was interested in Pilates and thought you were too big at 300 pounds, I'm here to tell you, you are not. But did it feel good to do it today at the current weight I'm at, 234? It did. So let me explain exactly how it went. So I went to Pilates today, and I'm telling you, I felt good because I felt like I was making a commitment to myself for self-care. And I was debating, Pilates has packages that they offer. You could either get 4 classes in a month, you could get 8 classes in a month, or you can get unlimited classes. And 2 years ago, when I was 300 plus pounds, I was taking Pilates and I had the unlimited package. And I enjoyed it. It was hard because, like I said, I was 300 pounds doing it. Today, I walked in there and I was doing the Pilates. And now this was an intro class, so it wasn't like a full-blown 50-minute session. But I was doing it at 234 pounds. Like, what a difference, right? 70-something pounds down. I was doing Pilates. And so I could tell the difference. I felt like I could do more. I felt like I could stretch out more. And I just enjoyed it. So I either had to choose between the 4-pack, the 8-pack, and the unlimited. So I chose the 8-pack. I chose the 8-pack because I thought I could break my workouts down and I could work out 2 days a week. And then I could supplement with the other things I'm doing. And I was just excited to be in there. I felt so much better. Afterwards, one of the things I was really proud of is the instructor who was there. I remember her from before, and she remembered me. She kept looking at me, and she said, "You look familiar." And I told her I had been there before. And I was explaining to her the difference in the workout that I felt between previously and now. And I told her I was 300 plus pounds before, and now I'm 70 pounds lighter. She's like, "Oh my gosh." She's like, "That is so great. What did you do? What have you been doing?" And I told her that I've been taking Mounjaro, GLP-1. And I said, it's to control my A1C. I said, but a side effect of it is weight loss as well. And she was like, "Oh my goodness." She's like, "That's so great." So she didn't, kind of look or think like, why are you, she didn't make me feel like that anyway. Like she was thinking, why are you taking that? What are you doing? Type of thing. And I was so proud of myself because you know what? Before I've had hesitation about telling people when I first started, just because I didn't want anybody to know. And I didn't want anybody to know because I didn't want to be judged about it or not even judged. I didn't want to have to answer the questions about it, right? I just didn't want to talk about it. And I don't think I've ever really been ashamed of it. I just kind of just wanted to like let people see like, "Ma'am, here I am. I lost weight." I didn't want to tell people. I think people have a habit of saying things that aren't very encouraging. And I don't think they mean to be that way, but I think things just come up that I just didn't want to hear from naysayers. So now as I've gained more confidence and I've lost weight and I'm still standing, right? Because that's one of the things people said, what is it going to do long term? Well, 15 months in, I'm still here and I'm feeling good. And so it hasn't done anything negatively for me in the long term as of today, which is great. And so, I felt confident in telling her and I felt proud of it too. So I'm excited about that I felt proud that I was taking this GLP-1 and I could attribute it to my success. And so for anybody out there who is feeling like, I don't want to tell people, I'm embarrassed for people to know, I feel like people are going to think I'm weak and can't do it on my own. I don't feel like that. And, one of the things I quickly followed it up with is I use the medication as a tool to support my lifestyle changes. I said, I am working out. And she's like, "Yeah, you're coming here." She's like, "I think that's great." I said, "So yes, I'm incorporating movement into my day." And I told her, changing my diet. Man, I've tweaked things along the way. And I told her I had that mindset shift too, making this a priority and putting myself first. I love the idea of Pilates because with all the noise going on in the outside world, when you go on Pilates, it's quiet. It's serene. It allows you to do some, reflecting, some deep breathing, all those good things that we need to do. And so, it's expensive, but in my opinion, it's definitely worth it. Now, I will tell you, I've been doing Lift with C and I've been working on my arm strength and my legs. And a lot of times I skip her abs. I don't do her abs. Don't really, I'm not a fan of like getting on the floor doing abs. If I do an ab routine, it's more likely a standing ab routine, or I sit on my bed and I do some things on my bed, but I don't like to be on the floor, getting up and down, up and down, up and down on the floor. So, but I noticed during my Pilates workout today that I was using those abs. I was using those abs. Like it was just kind of an intro. So they showed you, she told us, and she went through with us. Everyone that was in there were newbies except for me, but I'm considered a newbie since I took a 2-year break. And I could feel those abs. So I know those abs are not strong. I could really feel those abs. And so it's something that I'm going to have to work on. That's something that I'm going to have to work on, which is great because I'm in the right place, right? Pilates strengthens your core, which is what I need. So at 300 plus pounds, I wanted to record this video and do my Mounjaro unfiltered to tell you in an unfiltered, as a matter of fact, as I can be, do not think that if you're, 300 pounds, you can't do Pilates, you can't fit on the reformer, you can't fit. You can, because I did it at 300 plus pounds. I definitely did. I was at least 306. I may have been more at the time I was doing that Pilates. And so you can do it. And I walked in there feeling like, I don't know if I could do this. What are people going to think about me? Are they going to be looking like this big girl? And to my surprise, now not this time, but when I did it 2 years ago and I was doing the unlimited classes, to my surprise, there were a lot of bigger people in there. And people were just so nice and so friendly, so supportive. And the trainer one of the instructors, I should call her, because that's what they're called, kind of took up with me. And actually, she's still there. She was a tough cookie. And she kind of took up with me and she would, come over and show me how to do things. And I felt kind of like the spotlight was on me. And sometimes I didn't like that because I just wanted to be under the radar. But I do like how she took time out with me. And so that made me feel like, even though I could do a lot of the moves and it took a lot to build up to where I was at, she took time out with me and she still wanted to show me, right? She saw something in me and she knew that I was determined. And by the end of the summer, I'm an educator, so I went back to school and it just didn't align with my schedule. They don't have childcare. And we're going into the winter month. I just thought, I'm not going to continue this and keep this up. And I was right. It didn't fit into my schedule. So this is something I'm doing for the summer. And that's why I stopped. And then I'm starting back and I'll stop in August, but I'll play it by ear, but really think it's not going to fit into my schedule. Pilates classes are a little different. They only have so many reformers in machines in there. I think at mine it's like 10. So 5 on one side, 5 on the other, maybe 6. And so obviously it's only a certain amount of people can be in the class at a time. And so that's what I had gotten used to, being on the wait list, but coming off, like you're on the wait list and you're coming off. And the classes where you could just go in and book them, you use the app to book the classes. When you can just go in and book those classes on the app, usually those are the either early morning or the very late afternoon classes. So I just got in where I fit in. I'll be going 2 days a week. I'm excited about doing it. I am looking forward to just kind of having that time for me, just to center myself, to work on my flexibility, to work on my balance, to work on my core. And, you also do a little strength movement. You do strength movements in there. It's a lot of things you're working on with that Pilates. That Pilates is no joke. I am excited. I'm looking forward to it. And again, if you're somebody on a GLP-1, if you're somebody that's on a weight loss journey, if you're someone that's trying to decide what you should do and you have a little, extra money you can put into your workout, you don't want to be in the big, I would say this might be for you. Pilates may be for you. It really does focus on mindset and centering yourself. And so I would say, look into it. It's a 3-month commitment. So you want to put 3 months into something productive for yourself and something meaningful. I say go for it. I'll keep you posted on how this Pilates goes. The message I want to get out there is it's never too late to start. I'm 52 on a weight loss journey and turning 53. It's never too late to start. You can reinvent yourself and you can keep it moving again. And that's what I want everybody to know. If you don't have the confidence, let this be a confidence booster for you that you can do it. So thank you for listening and watching. Subscribe to my channel. If you're not subscribed, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video or go live. And I will see you in the next video. Remember, slow and steady wins the race. Just don't quit.